the show. Luke, wait, raise your hand so everybody on Facebook knows who's who. There's Luke.
Are we live streaming here?
Yeah, we're live streaming.
Get close.
And that's Clint. Make sure you talk right into the microphone or they're not going to be able to hear you. So tell us, first of all, how did this all come about? Did HGTV go, wow, these guys would be great on television. They're fantastic at jobs. Yeah, how did this all start and find you?
Well, it's pretty interesting. We, Luke and I, met a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, and started renovating homes here. And gosh, we were kind of minding our own business and got approached by 2 or 3 different production companies. And we were so fortunate that we ended up kind of having our pick of production companies and ended up going with a company. They found you.
Yeah. You were just remodeling homes.
Not just one, but he just said a couple of production companies found you.
Yeah, we ended up talking to about 7 of them. It was kind of weird. And we thought that was a big deal at the time, but we realized that production companies just reach out to people nonstop. They have full-time interns that are literally just scouring the internet.
Do you know what that tells me?
What does that tell you?
There was an intern out there, and she was watching through this stuff and goes, wow, these guys are good looking. I'm going to reach out to these guys.
That's usually
They're
what I get from women.
They're both blushing right now.
That was Clint.
So that's how it all started out, basically. And then when did HGTV come to the front and say, hey, look, we want to put together a show for you guys?
Well, basically the way it works is these production companies, like our production company is High Noon. They do Fixer Upper and a bunch of shows on HGTV and Cake Boss and whatnot. And so anyways, what they do basically is they create the content for HGTV. And so they said, look, we love you guys. We think that there's something here. Let's come out and do a little, they call it a sizzle reel. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to send it over to HGTV and see what they think. And so at this whole time, we're kind of like, yeah, this is not going to work. And they even told us, this is a really slim chance. And it's been a 1.5-year process, and it just keeps progressing to the point where now we've got our own television show. So it's actually really crazy, and we had no expectations.
How long have you guys been working together? Is this a really long time that you guys have put this work marriage together, basically?
Luke and I come from completely different backgrounds.
I can tell just by your accent.
And although we look alike, we're a lot different. Not
brothers from another mother.
That's exactly right. No, we've actually been working together for about 3 years now, and Luke and I started separately doing this. So it's really cool to have a kind of like you say, a brother from another mother who actually kind of can pick up the slack when I'm not, and vice versa.
Right. So this is really new. I mean, 3 years is not a long time to be working together. What brought you guys together? There had to be something that you went, hey, let's start doing this together.
Well, we have we have the same talents, but different angles on it. Luke is very creative. I'm kind of a can-do guy, figure out issues, and, we approach the same problem from a different angle, and I think it turns out good synergy. Now,
tell us the truth, because I watch reality shows all the time. I know. Don't hold that against me. But usually you can tell on reality shows people hate each other, but they're doing it just for the money. You guys really hate each other, don't you?
No, we like each other.
You can tell.
I love Luke.
Give us a little background about each of you. Family life, marriage, single. What is it?
Yeah, so we're both married. It's actually an interesting story for me. I've been a full-time musician for the last 10, 15 years. That's actually how I know JD. And just from the music world.
Well, since you're mentioning that, we do have one of your songs.
Oh, okay. Well, cool. Wow. On tap.
The name of the group is Esterlin. So if you want to search it out and download it, it's actually a pretty good song. And it's called Freedom Is Here.
Oh, well, thanks, man. Well, it was kind of it was a weird world. I've been touring, and my family, basically, as I was touring, my wife and I, we really wanted to adopt. We had 2 kids of our own, and I didn't know how to come up with an extra $35,000. And this is about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And so I ended up deciding to buy a house, fix it up, and sell it, and it went really well.
You did it just to flip it.
Yeah, just to be able to help pay for our adoption, and that helped pay for that.
That's cool.
And I just was like, wow, that was awesome, and so we just kept doing it, and I we've adopted 4 kids now since then. My wife and I. So we have 2 kids of our own, and then we've adopted 4 kids from China. So we have 6 kids between 5 and 9.
You need one more.
Oh my!
And then you'll have the Casper household.
See, my wife is going to be happy that you said that. But
I'll tell you what, if you're worried, because I know a lot of people, I've had this conversation, and it's like, oh my God, we couldn't handle one more.
No, once you're at 6, you're there.
Yeah, after 4, you don't really notice any difference after 4.
With 7 kids and 2 parents, that's 9. Don't most big cars stop at 8 seats?
We've got a Mercedes Sprinter, so my wife keeps saying like, hey, I think we have 12 seats here.
You got a long ways to go.
But that's kind of how I got started, even renovating in general, and then I ended up meeting Clint a few years later. So,
Clint, what about you? You're married also, correct?
Let me just remind the folks that was Esther Lynn, Esterloy, and Luke Caldwell. You can find that I get a cut of that, by the way.
Wow.
I am married. I've got 3 great boys and a great wife. We've been married for 25 years, but
good for you.
It's been great.
You're still on your practice marriage then. That's awesome.
Oh my God,
man! I'm too old to train another one, so this is we're not going anymore.
Wait a minute.
And she's great too.
She must be sleeping right now.
She is absolutely. So
Now,
if
your
she was
wives-
listening to this, I would never have said that.
Are your wives and families, are they involved in the show at all, or is it just you two guys?
You know, they do. It's pretty cool. They show our families. They show that we're family guys. We're not just 2 dudes out there kind of hanging with each other. We've got some good grounding, because who knows what we'd be if we didn't.
There you go.
We're going to take a quick break. Once again, HGTV, we're going to find out how you can see this, because it's kind of unique how they're starting it, but the pilot episode has been filmed. Have you got more episodes in the pilot already done and in the can, or?
We've got the houses sitting around in Boise waiting to do.
Okay, because if you need a house, I've got a 4,600 square foot house that needs lots of work. You can make it look fabulous, and I would love you forever, more than I already do.
Well, let's talk.
Did you say 4,600 square feet?
Yes.
Cut to commercial.
Here's the deal. We're down to almost single parents. Our last one is graduating on Monday. So we have 4,600 square feet. My wife has 2,300, and I have the other 2,300. So we're going to take a quick break. More with the brand new stars of HGTV's Boise Boys with us. If you have a question that you'd like to ask them, go ahead and give us a call. Or you can text us, A1 Heating and Air text line at 376-5106. We'll take a quick break. More with Luke and Clint from Boise Boys, HGTV's news show starting on Sunday night. We'll get to that next.
Yeah. People asking how to get in touch with you guys to get a bid on some remodeling.
Yeah, I bet you guys aren't busy at all.
No. Sunday morning, by the way, 11 a.m.
That's That's right. And where is that? Oh, right on, dude. Yeah, we're getting tons of people on Facebook Live saying that it's so excited for you guys.
Oh, that's cool.
It's funny, I was at dinner with a friend of mine, a couple of friends of ours this last Sunday night, and they go, "Did you guys see on HGTV they got a show about Boise?" And I go, "Funny you should mention that. They're going to be on our station coming up this week."
Do you guys get your contact, the link from your website?
Yeah, timberandlove.com.
Yeah.
That's what I'm sending them.
People have all of our. You can fill out like a whole form, like I want my house renovated, or I want to be on the show.
Once you get there, if you just click Boise Boys, you can see all the information for the show.
Gotcha.
Cool.
I'm going to send that to them.
Are you
Nice.
getting any questions?
Not questions. People want to know how to get in touch with them. So
Yeah, y'all are going to be a little bit busy after this, which is a good thing.
Busy.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Now, you guys have a real estate company too?
We do. Brokerage, yeah.
My wife is a broker and owns Silverhawk Realty.
Oh, cool.
She's also she was your president of the Idaho Association of Realtors last year.
Really?
And she'll be the vice president of the National Association of Realtors in 2019.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
So,
Good grief.
she's in Washington D.C. for
she's busy.
She's in Washington D.C. this week for the National Association of Realtors.
Yeah, we're just a little boutique, Timber and Love Realty, but it's fun. It just basically helps us save money on all the houses we sell.
Oh yeah, no, I totally get it.
Guys, Carol
So
wants
are
to
you
know
both
what the
brokers,
website
or
is
one of-
for you guys again.
Timberandlove.com.
Okay.
Are both of you brokers, or is one of you?
No, I keep out of it just so I can
So you're the
get in the other deals.
Yeah.
Ashley says, "Do you guys need a secretary?"
Probably.
Yeah.
We probably one of each.
Yeah, you're right.
Whatever you got, we need one.
Well, out in your walks, out and about, and I'll tell my wife to watch out for you too. Her name's Tracy Casper.
Awesome.
So,
Cool.
get ready to her and
That's awesome. Thanks for the donut, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they
You can
bring
have-
them in
here.
What? Oh.
I'm gonna go.
I was at the Ram.
Gotcha.
I didn't get a donut.
There's like 6 dozen up there.
I don't need a donut.
we got a maple bar. fresh this
Oh,
morning.
those are low carb.
Yeah, those are maple bars made fresh.
I'm a Weight Watcher, so trust me, I'm with you.
Walking over?
Yeah, well, I'm serious. I was like, 15 minutes. Well, I didn't know. Knowing how I figured you'd be cruising in there with the real screeching.
They really do like each other, see?
I knew they hated each other.
Mark wants to know where you guys are from originally.
I'm from South Boise.
Can't you tell? South Boise.
South Boise. Yeah, where are you from? What did you say?
Texas.
Texas, that's
I
right.
grew up in Boise. B-Town.
Kara, timberandlove.com.
That's it. And if you go to timberandlove.com and click on the Boise Boys link, you'll get all the information you need. In fact, go to the bottom of the page in the Boise Boys link.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, and then you can. There's a lot of information you can put on your Facebook page and help us promote it. That'd be great.
Danny said, been a big fan of your design style for a while. Been following you guys on Instagram. Congrats on the opportunity. Thanks for all the inspiration you guys give me to incorporate into my own home on the Boise bench.
Good job, Luke.
That's awesome.
Luke is like a designer extraordinaire.
Here we go.
Luke, we need you to redesign our studio.
You guys do need to. I'd like the Seahawks.
No, we can take that down. We can take that down.
I like it. That's Luke Caldwell's band, Esterlin. Freedom is here. Famous before he was on HGTV.
No, Clint was already famous. He was actually on The Apprentice with Donald Trump.
Were you really?
What?
Are we going to talk about that?
Well, yeah.
No, we're not.
Hell yeah, we're going to talk about it.
Explain. Hello.
Yeah. See, that's new. That's new information I didn't know.
Well, when the market took a dive back in the
Trust me, I know it well. My wife's a realtor.
8 and 9. We were pretty fortunate. We had already kind of. I decided that my boys were 12, 10, and 8, and we decided it's time to slow down life and kind of take a sabbatical and get to know my boys a little better since I've been working myself to death. And right before the economy blew, we moved to Idaho just to get the boys up in a good. Outdoors, enjoyable place.
It's weird because nobody really likes moving to Idaho.
Yeah, right. We started all this. Sorry, guys. But anyway, we came up here, and right about that time they had the last episode of Real People on The Apprentice before they went to celebrities, and I jumped in, went and stood in line all night down in Las Vegas, and ended up kind of working my way through the system and made it to the show and ended up finalist on the show. So
Did you really?
Who else were there? Because we had another person from Boise who was also made the show and made the finals.
Yeah.
Actually won it.
Yeah, good guy. He was helping me out, talking to me a little bit through the show. But on my episode,
I didn't even realize that we had another person from Boise that made the Apprentice.
We keep that under our hat. But
South Boise.
yeah, South Boise.
I can tell by the accent.
Let's talk
kind of
about
a
Boise
Southern
Boys.
So you're the reason why. No, I'm kidding. All right. So HGTV Sunday. When? How do you get it? Because this is the pilot episode, correct? So it's not yet up on. If you're trying to search HGTV's,
I think you can search it for DVR. I don't even own a television. I got to figure out how I'm going to watch this. I'll let Clint kind of talk about how to watch it.
Yeah. Well, we're working on that for Luke. No, you can actually go out right now. It's on DirecTV. It's on your cable, whatever you use. You can actually
Dish.
search it. Yeah, Dish.
That's what I have.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's on all the different.
So just do a search
providers.
for Boise
Do a
Boys,
search.
and you'll be able to watch it.
Yeah,
on,
or
and
just-
this
or
is
just-
the pilot episode. Correct?
Exactly, and it's at 11 a.m. on Sunday, this Sunday, and you can. It'd be great if you're not going to be there. Your church doing something else. Leave your TV on HGTV and also DVR, so we get double credit for it.
This would be actually, guys, this would be a reason. If your wife drags you to church every single Sunday, this would be a fantastic excuse. So, honey,
I want to watch HGTV.
Boise Boys is on. It's 11 o'clock. It's right in the middle of church. I appreciate and I love church, but I've got to see Luke and Clint this week. It's their first pilot episode. I don't want to miss it.
That's very kind of you.
Got to get our priorities straight.
Just give us an idea. I don't want you to give everything away. In your first episode, what is the house that you're working on?
So we're working on a really cool mid-century house in Boise. We love Boise, Idaho. There's so many little pockets, so many amazing little homes, and we really try to find the dumpiest houses that we can really bring back to life and show a lot of love into it and totally change it. I mean,
Well, it
we are
gives the
all
most
about
drama, right?
We're all about big transformations, and so it's a lot of fun. It was a really exciting episode, actually.
Oh, there's drama. There's always drama. In fact, usually that's probably why we ended up getting the show. There were several times where Luke and I would be walking and someone would go crazy and say, "Man, I'm so glad no one's filming this." And then lo and behold, now they're following us everywhere.
Do you ever? And I don't know, how many episodes have you filmed already
We've just filmed the first episode, and then we're prepping for the season right now.
for the season?
Mm-hmm.
So when will the season actually start?
Well, that's a good question. We're not sure. There's a lot of variables right now, but we're hoping this summer we'll start filming. We've got about 13 houses that we own that are just sitting around town,
Just
getting
waiting.
ready for some love, some timber and love. So
Wow.
Well, and they
Better
also
move
have
out in
coming. Yeah, they also have coming soon signs on them. So if someone wants to jump in beforehand, we're happy to do that as well.
but it's about a 3-month process. I mean, it was a
That's
long.
that was what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
How much filming goes into this? Because it's not like you walk in on a weekend and go, "All right, let's completely redo this house, and we'll have another episode done by Monday."
Yeah, it felt like that though. I mean, we had to do it was over a 2,000 square foot home, and we had 8 weeks to finish it, start to finish the actual house itself. But we were filming for about 3 months because they have to come back and
Right.
do extra shots. It was interesting though. I mean, it was a fun process. It's totally authentic. They don't do anything. They don't, as far as like staging stuff. It's very much they just follow
following
us
around.
along. They don't.
That was my next question. Is and I know you've only done the for the one episode,
Yeah.
but I mean for 8 weeks. Is it something you can get involved in and then absolutely completely forget that they're around?
Oh, definitely. I mean,
So-
I didn't think about it at all. The first day that we filmed, actually, they came to my house. That was the first place they started at. And they all came in and met my family. And I'm like, okay, what's the plan here? And they're like, nothing. I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? And they're like, nothing. Just hang out with your family. And I'm like, oh, all right.
So which one of you has the potty mouth? What are they going to be cutting out of the show?
They have the potty mouth.
I can see that.
Damn it, we missed that one.
So you guys already seen the pilot then?
They actually won't show it to us.
What?
Which is
That's
I know,
crazy.
and we were trying to like make a big deal about it. We're like, come on, guys, we this is us. We need to be able to see the show and see what's
Yeah.
happening. And they're like, well, Joanna Gaines from Fixer Upper doesn't get to watch them, and neither do you.
Yeah, that's the answer
Put
for
it in your
everything.
place.
Well, if Joanna Gaines doesn't, So Luke and I, we're actually going to be embedded in our homes individually. The lights
You're
low.
going to watch it together?
Listen, we're going to probably just, since they haven't let us see it yet.
have a viewing party.
Well, that's what everybody's saying. Let's have a viewing party. I said, are you crazy? I don't know what you're going to see on this. I may have to move after this is over.
What is it? What do your family think? What do your kids, especially your kids, got to be really excited going, oh my God, my dad's going to be a TV star.
Well, my son Elias is adorable. He actually came. He's in the show with us. He came shopping with us a couple times to kind of pick out a few things, and he was like, "Dad, I just want to let you know something." I said, "Yeah." He's like, "I just so you know, I think I'm probably going to be the star of this show." So
How old is he?
he's 7. He's a doll. So it was a lot of fun. My wife could kind of care less. She hates reality television shows and HGTV.
She better
so.
not hate it now because she is on reality.
I know, that's what I tell her, but I don't know. She's not a big. We don't even own a television, so our family's
you're
kind of like.
serious about
no,
that?
yeah, I am serious.
With that many kids, you don't have a TV?
No, we have a computer where they can watch some Netflix, but I don't have a.
Oh, wow.
How do your
no
kids
television.
even live without TV?
I know. Can you believe it?
Oh my God, I'm surprised they haven't filed
thought you were
abuse
kidding.
charges.
There's 6 of them. They watch each other.
You're right. Your kids may be.
Yeah, Luke's little boy's all cute. Gets to come on and makes a great scene. And all I get is my kids are on there, and all I get is they hit me in the head with a snowball. So.
Luke and Clint, Boise Boys, HGTV's new show, once again, 11 o'clock this coming Sunday. And then we'll keep you updated here at Mix 106 as to hopefully later either the summer or fall, we'll start seeing new episodes cropping up every single week. But
Congratulations,
Good luck
guys.
on the pilot.
Thanks, everybody. We love y'all. Appreciate all the support here.
That accent, once again, South Boise. Thank you guys for coming in so early this morning. We appreciate it. HGTV, once again, this coming Sunday, 11 a.m. There's your excuse to miss church. I'm not saying you